Thank you, Hugh. Bye, Dot. Thanks for everything. Bye.
Have they all gone?
Even Dot.
When are you going back to London, Paul?
Oh, don't talk about that now, Mother. I'll stay as long as you like.
I shall be all right. We had such a good marriage.
It is in the original binding, sir. No 18th century books were leather bound by the publishers. You'll think about it. Right, thank you. Goodbye.
He'll think about it.
£1,100?
That's right.
You check it, Ronnie?
Of course I checked it, Michael.
I don't like pressing someone for that amount.
How much did we take last month?
It'll pick up.
It needs to. It's all in there. Purchased 9 months ago. Came in the shop last October. Don't you remember?
It's 120 Days of Sodom. The Sard with the original covers. Intrigues and Confessions of a Ballet Girl.
£1,100 for curious books. A letter from Sam in Australia. For Dad. Sorry. Didn't want to upset you. I was going to answer it.
I'm quite capable of answering it myself. Give me something to do.
Sorry.
It's all right. What's the other one?
Oh, advertising. Remote control garage doors. Again.
More coffee?
Thank you. Shall we eat in the dining room tonight?
Why?
Well, it is the dining room. Spending all your time in here.
It's not healthy?
Well, it's not, Mother. Dad was a fantastic, wonderful person.
But?
He wasn't a saint.
What are you talking about?
I've absolutely no idea.
Where are you going?
Into town. Something's gone wrong with one of our advertising accounts. Won't be late. Mr. Carey?
Which one?
Either, I should think, would do.
I'm Michael Carey. Mr.
Standing. Paul Standing. The name doesn't mean anything to you?
No?
My father was Dr. Ralph Standing.
Ah, one of our most valued customers. Was?
He died last week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hence the tie. I am sorry.
Very sorry.
Do sit down.
I'm handling his affairs, so I opened this.
Ah, yes. I regret the tone of that, but the bill is seriously overdue.
Yeah, there must be some mistake.
Mistake?
Yeah, there are no books of this kind in the house.
But they're hardly the sort of books that are kept on the open shelves, Mr. Standing.
We supplied them. What Dr. Standing did with them afterwards.
When was the original invoice?
Doesn't it say?
No.
Standing, RP. December. Last year.
Last December. Where's the original order?
V. Verbal order. He must have phoned it in. Excuse me.
People in the public eye often prefer not to leave a record of this type of purchase.
Thank you. That's right. Thank you very much, sir. Goodbye.
They're illustrated, are they, these books?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's the point.
Profusely illustrated.
May I see one?
I think we have a ballet girl in reasonable condition.
The title's almost as long as the book. Intrigues and Confessions of a Ballet Girl, with startling and voluptuous scenes enacted by well-known personages from the theatrical, medical, and military professions, and a full disclosure of secret and amatory doings in the dressing rooms, under and upon the stage, in the light and in the dark, by one who has had her share.
Octavo. Maroon wrappers.
London, 1870.
One of 16. With prints on Japan paper.
My father couldn't have ordered that. It's quite impossible.
But find our confidential list of customers. Quite impossible, too.
You disgust me.
You leave us no alternative but to institute legal proceedings.
Don't you dare do anything of the kind. My mother is not well. She has a heart condition. It could kill her if anyone were to suggest that my father...
Then pay us what we're owed. You disgust me, Mr. Standing. We simply supply a demand. Don't condemn us for a side of your father you didn't know about. We sent statement after statement to him. Bad debts are nearly crippling this business.
My father could not have ordered those books. Institute your legal proceedings.
Mr. Standing?
We will.
The Jubilee roses smell wonderful. The lawn's a mess. That horrible moss is back underneath the perch. Oh, I'm talking to you again. I used to talk to you so much. I can't stop now.
Hello?
Memoir de la Baronne de Bruce. Ah. Who? Ah, Mr. Standing. You're lucky to catch us in. We were both just leaving.
I will pay you the money. It'll take a day or two, because I want to pay you in cash.
Oh, I've no objection to cash, sir.
In return, I want your signed receipt and an assurance in writing that that is a complete end to the matter.
You may have that with pleasure, sir. Friday? Certainly, Mr. Standing. We're here all day. You worry too much. You were very good when you told him off.
I meant it. It was his manner, his suit.
He can afford it.
He's the first to come to the shop. Hope he won't cause trouble.
How can he? Do you know my secrets? Do I know all yours? Which of us can be absolutely certain about our nearest and dearest? If he was good and kind, then what evil impulses might have been suppressed which sought some clandestine outlet? If he was bad, nobody surprised he altered the books. Foolproof.
I knew there was a son. We agreed widows on their own.
There aren't enough.
You suspected something?
Never. Standing. Ralph Pierce, FRCS, OBE. On the 2nd of August, dearly beloved husband of Helen Mary, father of Paul, service at St. Agnes, Sturchester, 9th of August at 2:45 p.m. RIP. There's the international banker.
He died in New York.
Oh, yes. Shame.
What about this one?
Donations to the Musicians Benevolent Fund. Well, no money in music.
Listen! Halesworth Brown, Anthony Frederick, headmaster of Gleetham Royal School. You remember that caning scandal?
Just a widow.
Desaad again.
Yes. We can match Mr. Halesworth Brown's private taste to his public character with some accuracy. There's that one about the Count being broken on the wheel.
Memoir de la Baronne de Bruce.
We.
Parfait.
Even I can't stomach that one.
I see. Just a moment. Mr. Standing, he can't make it. His mother's ill.
Sorry to hear about your mother, Mr. Standing.
I told you she has a heart condition. I can't possibly leave her.
You can post the money.
I can't do that. I want the receipt when I hand it over.
What about Monday?
That's impossible. My mother is recovering. I can't leave her for at least a week.
I'm afraid that is impossible, Mr. Standing. You don't seem to appreciate that we've been owed this money for over 9 months. He's stalling, trying to get out of it. It seems a very convenient illness.
What are you implying? I'm not a liar, Mr. Carey. If you were here, you could see for yourself.
Are you suggesting that I call?
No, of course not. You can't do that.
Why not?
Because my mother must not see you.
But if she's ill, the lady's in bed, presumably. Mr. Standing?
Be here at 3 o'clock. She has a sleep then. Don't ring the bell. I'll watch out for your car.
An old Morris Minor, Mr. Standing. Blue in color.
Mother? Sit down, Mother.
I've already been out 5 minutes.
What can go wrong?
We work better together. I need you worrying. You're not there worrying. I start worrying. What is it?
It's Friday the 13th.
Come on. Nice day out in the country. Do us both good. A lot of good.
It's hot. I thought you had it patched.
I did. There are patches on the patches. It's probably the hose.
My stars warned me not to travel today. Why did I do that? Whereabouts are we? It's 20 to 2.
I know what time it is.
We passed a garage. Just round the...
I can fix it.
It's a bit late now. Gone 3.
I thought George finished.
His mother will be up when we get there. Let's phone.
And give him an excuse.
Friday the 13th.
We passed 3 crows sitting on a fence.
Did we? Where? It's all very well you laughing at my premonitions. They're usually right.
If you make one every day, some are bound to be.
Oh, let's go back.
We can't go back now.
Why not?
Tell me a floor. Go on. 1 floor. There's only one person that can prove he didn't buy those books, and he's dead. Ah, very nice.
It was my father's study. He used to sit there.
Good likeness, Mr. Standing.
Very good.
Have you the statement and the receipt?
The money, Mr. Standing?
They're in hundreds. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000, and 100.
Thank you, Mr. Standing. Very much. So much nicer than legal unpleasantries, which only profit...
Put the money back on the table. Keep still. Both barrels are loaded. Shooting you wouldn't be difficult.
This is not just a legal matter now. It means the police.
I quite agree. I could have dealt with you in the shop. I wanted to lead you on, to protect others. Appropriately enough, this was my father's gun. Will you phone the police, Mother, please? I told you it was impossible for my father to have bought those books 9 months ago.
Quite impossible.
Get the police. Please do. Just because a man seems respectable...
Quite impossible. He was involved in a shooting accident. For the last 6 years of his life, my husband was totally blind.